Hello and welcome back. This is Sridevi from the Ultimate English course. In the last class, we learned prepositions of time. Today, we learn prepositions of place and position. Prepositions of place and position give us a position of a person or thing in relation to another person or thing. Before we start, make sure you subscribe to keep getting our videos. Let's start with the preposition at. At is used for precise and small locations, like at the door, at the entrance, at the address, at home. Examples: you can find him waiting for you at the entrance. Or the books are at home. You can also use at with events to show the location of a person or thing. You can say at the wedding, at a meeting, at a party. Example: Matthew and Lisa first met at a party. Now let's move on to the usage of in. In is always used with an enclosed space, like in a room or in a car. Example: Aaron is waiting in the car. Or the books are in the room. In is also used with large locations like in a city, in America, in the world. You can say the Smiths have been living in America for 20 years. In is also used with abstract locations like in a dream or in a photograph. Example: perfect love stories exist only in dreams. Now let's move on to on. On is used with surfaces, like on the table, on the second floor, on page 9. Examples: the library is on the second floor, or the books are on the table. On is also used with public transport. You can say on the bus, on the train, on a plane. Example: I tried to catch him, but he was already on the bus. You also use on with these words. You can say on a farm, on a map, on an island, on a holiday, on the radio, on the internet, on TV, on social media, on a website. Here are 2 examples. The video went viral on social media. Or you can make the payments on the website. Now we'll look at the usage of to. To always indicates direction or destination. For example, Alan drives to work every day. Or he's working hard because he wants to go to Harvard. An important point to note is that we don't have to use to when the destination is home. You can just say, I'm going home. Next, we'll look at into. Into is always used with verbs of movement. For example, the teacher walked into the class, which means from the outside to the inside. So there is movement associated here. Next, we'll look at below. Below means lower than. For example, the picture is below the clock. It can also mean lesser than a particular level. Example: if you score below 40, you fail. Next, we'll look at under. Under means lower than something and usually covered by it. For example, the document is under the book, or the children are standing under the tree. Next, we'll look at above. Above means higher than. For example, you can say the fan is above the dining table. It can also mean more than a level or an amount. Example: in summer, the temperature rises above 45 degrees centigrade. Next, we'll look at over. Over means higher than and usually covering something. For example, spread the sheet over the table. Next, we'll look at the preposition across. Across can have 2 meanings. One is from one side to the other side. For example, there's a bridge across the river. It can also mean on the opposite side. You can say there's a bakery across the street. Next, we'll look at between. Between is in the space that separates 2 people, places, or objects. For example, she sat between the 2 students. That is in the space that separates them. Next, we'll look at among. Among means in the middle of or surrounded by something. Example: there was only one man among the women. Next, we'll look at behind. Behind means at the back of. For example, there's a window behind the cupboard. Next, we'll look at around. Around means in a position or direction surrounding something. For example, they sat around the tree. Next, we'll look at in front of. In front of means near or at the front part of something. Example: there's a banyan tree in front of the temple. And next, we'll look at beside. Beside means at the side of or next to. Example: she sat beside me in the class. So today we've learned some common prepositions of place and position. I hope you found that useful. Please pause the video and try this exercise. I hope that was useful. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much.